First question that everybody wants to know is how much money is Kyle Beats making?
Like, dude, literally, if I dedicated the rest of my life to posting that song that you sent me, every video, every single thing was dedicated to you and that fucking song, literally nothing would come from it.
Yeah.
That's what people don't understand is like 3 or 4% that's on the classic producer, will say. The average fucking producer will get 3 or 4% of that. Do the math. That's like $30,000-$40,000 out of $1 million. That's not the worst part. I think the worst part, in my opinion, is, hey everybody, welcome back to season 2, episode 2 of the Kyle Beats podcast. I would like to introduce and welcome new co-host of the Kyle Beats podcast, Russ Punsalan, everybody.
Thanks, bro. I feels good, man. I was just actually watching our podcast that we did like a couple years ago or a year ago.
Yeah, I didn't realize we'd done like fucking 3 together, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I think
and I
you've been the most reoccurring guest somehow.
Yeah, and then when after watching it, I was like, why would this dude ask me to, out of all people, to be the
Dude,
co-host?
You know, it's something I've been thinking about a lot, is just because I've been building teams in all different little areas. And like, you know, sometimes you just fucking, it's all about just fucking picking the right person to fucking do something.
What would have been cool if you like did like a little tryout, because I'm sure you get like fucking thousands of people.
Yeah, but dude, like producers have like a common theme to them.
Oh God.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a lot of producers are not. That's why I'm here, dude. Kyle making trash beats, but knows how to be on camera. Not really.
Yeah, I feel it. No, for real. I mean, not about the trash beats, but it's like you gotta have the personality too if you're trying to make YouTube videos and content and like.
I developed this, dude, and it's not even like I developed a personality. I just learned how to be myself on camera, because everyone around their friends pretty much has like a personality.
Yeah.
But when you get on camera, it's like, oh fuck,
It's different.
What do I do now?
But everybody, you know, what's crazy too. Everybody has like a thing that they turn on before, like when they start recording videos or like get on Twitch or whatever. Like it's just like a switch that you turn on, which has always been so interesting to me, to like see somebody turn it on and then turn it off when the like camera comes off, when the cameras turn off, which is like, I get it, it's super normal. It's not like I'm hating on it. I just think it's super interesting.
Yeah, I just learned how to be my best self when the camera comes, because you know, when I'm fucking not into it, it's just like horrible. So
yeah, we've all had those days. But dude, let's talk about this real quick, because I know there's a lot of new people that are listening to your podcast. You've obviously gained a huge following,
millions of followers.
Exactly. Fucking millions of followers, lots of new money. Because like, when was the last, before the Russ podcast, when was your last podcast? It was like 6 months ago, right?
6 or 7 months before that. And like those were staggered because I was trying to get it back going, but
I'm looking at it right now. So your last one was 6 months ago, and then the one before that was 10 months ago.
Can I tell you why I stopped though? I stopped because I was like, dude, I need to, you know, I slowed down like a year ago, dude, honestly, because I was like, I need to get bigger, dude. Like I need to focus on getting my YouTube channel bigger. So when I do have guests, you know, they're bigger guests. I need to grow. It's just like I was trying to do everything rather than trying to grow the main Kyle Beats channel. Like at that time, a year ago, I was getting like 20,000-30,000 views a video. And now it's like, you know, the lowest video will be like 70K. And then,
which I mean, bro, 30K on a video is not, it's not. Like
yeah, but
anything.
I was just, you know, there's a lot changes when you can just up the ante, dude.
Yeah.
And get more views.
Your channel reminds me a lot of Max Tuning's channel. I'm sure you're familiar with Max Tuning.
Yeah.
Because his view count is it's been very consistent. There hasn't really been any dips. And I've noticed that with your channel, even when you were getting like, because I've been following you forever, so I've seen your channel grow from like 10K views average to like what it is now, and it's always been pretty consistent. It's never been like a huge spike and then it goes down and a huge spike. It's always been like very.
Yeah, I think it's been growing though. Like
yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like it's been steady. When it hits when you hit like 10,000 more, it stays at that, and then it grows, and then you consistently get 50K, and then you consistently get 60K, and then it just keeps going up.
Yeah. But were you gonna ask something, or should I fucking get into it?
I was gonna ask.
We were talking about a bunch of things.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot of shit. The first question that everybody wants to know is how much money is Kyle Beats making? No, but seriously, I want to talk about the Russ podcast because I know that a lot of people are coming from his audience and trying to check out what the podcast is all about. So how did that even start, bro? Like how did the relationship start?
Yeah, so I told the story a little bit in the YouTube video that was kind of like dedicated to that. But basically fucking he just hit me up. He said he saw one of the drip ads, but he's not sure. I know I think I heard in another interview he was like looking up tutorials and stuff, trying to get better at his own production. And so I think that's probably how he got into that arena, you know what I mean? Yeah. And if you look up, I was flooding with tutorials for a while, so I got a bunch of older tutorials that still get plays today, that still get views. But yeah, I think he just stumbled upon me somehow. Maybe he saw the drip ads and then stumbled upon a video.
Yeah.
And then he just binged the whole shit. Like he binged a bunch of my videos over and over, which is crazy to think about because I go through mine. And yeah, I guess I'll watch a bunch of them, but I just get so sick of things so quickly that I like hate watching my videos now, even though they're like so sick at the time. But yeah, I just watch a bunch of my videos, like the beats, and
reached out.
Fucking so he DM'd me, right? This is the part that didn't make the cut of the video. He DM'd me and he said, yo, what's up, dude? Been binge watching your whole videos. And then he said, I see all the love. And I woke up to that text, and at first I was like, oh, he's just responding to the many messages that I've sent him over the fucking year.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, it's just, he's just gonna, that's still crazy. Oh shit, Russ DM me finally. And then fucking I looked at the thing and he was reaching out to me. And then he was like, yo, this is crazy. This is amazing. Cause he was looking back through it was basically me asking him to be on the podcast like 100 times.
Yeah.
That's what all the DMs were. Cause at first I scrolled through them. I was like, oh my God, this is so weird.
You were just fucking going.
But when I went back, it was just like every 6 months, I would just reply to one of his stories, asked him he should be on the podcast.
Yeah.
And they all just added up like over time. But that's pretty much how it happened. And it's just like, fucking,
that's dope, dude. Cool. I mean, because I'm a huge Russ fan, so when you told me that, I was super happy for you. Because it's a good look, dude. I mean, I'm sure you look up to him, and like his whole DIY thing is something that we all take inspiration from.
I was saying to Vanessa, right? I was saying to Vanessa and someone else, I was like, dude, I feel like I'm the person constantly just, inspiring fucking my friends and everyone around me. And just, you know what I mean? I'm constantly the person that's just like, not lifting everyone up.
You're doing shit.
Yeah, I'm doing shit and telling people, oh, you should do this. And my brain is just constantly thinking of the bigger, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm constantly ranting about something. And now that I've actually, because I've been doing this my whole life, but now that I actually have like some validity to it, like I'm actually having some success and whatever. I was just telling Vanessa, I was like, fucking, why can't I fucking have someone that I can fucking reach out to? You know what I mean? Why can't I have someone that could show me some shit?
Yeah.
Instead of me fucking, I'm just always the person that's just the past, like however many years that's giving advice and people are asking me this, and which is fine. I love fucking doing that stuff. But at the same time, it's like, I don't even, cause I'm never like that. I never even, I just want to do everything myself. It's like ignorance or something.
Yeah.
I'm just someone who I don't give
super curious about shit. I mean, even like people didn't see it, but even just setting up the whole fucking this whole podcast, you can kind of see like that you want to accomplish something, so you'll like do whatever it takes. With as simple as setting this shit up, setting all of this up is like you could see how fucking determined you were to fucking figure it out. Like you got the pen and the pad, fucking right. Okay, I got this. Why it should be working, like why is it not working? And then just to like see like
I was like, I need to write this down to think. I literally drew a fucking square, dude, but I just need that. I literally have it in here and I just drew a square and I was like, okay, so that goes into that. For some reason, I'm such a visual person.
Yeah,
I'm such like a literal fucking person.
But something that I want to talk about, which is something that you brought up earlier, and I was like, we should save it for the podcast, is the whole, I mean, I'm sure we're going to talk about it multiple times throughout, different episodes, but drip. the plugin. Obviously, everybody knows about it already. I'm not gonna do a fucking ad read for it right now. But
if you do, I'll clip it, dude.
like what we've kind of sort of talked about it before, but like what made you wanna start a plugin in the first place?
So it all started like a year before it came out. Like this shit took so fucking long, dude. Like to make, like it's a vigorous fucking process. Like I said it in the last podcast. Like we're making 2 more. Like we're in 2 more right now. It's like, but it's like you don't even know when they're gonna come out, dude. Because it's like it's software. It's not. And what we're doing too. Like I know it seems simple, drip and everything, but what we're doing on the back end is like, I don't want to say it's revolutionary, but it's very like complicated, you know, shit. You know what I mean? It's not like complicated in the sense of like, you know, someone that like a professional programmer can't do it. It's complicated in the sense of it's like brand new shit almost.
Yeah.
Like this dude Skylar, who I made it with, is like fucking insane at thinking of new things.
Yeah.
Like he just thinks of programming like, you know, if you're a music producer and you take a melody and then you export it 5 times to like make it sound worse, and then you pitch it down and you put it in the fruity slicer, and then you record it into a fucking tape recorder, and then you chop it up, and it's like the first person who ever did that and put it into fruity slicer like had that idea. Like he's the person that on the plugin side of things is like having these, like when you make a plugin, it's like this goes into that, and then it's like a flow almost. You know what I mean? It's not just like a fucking EQ or something. It's not just a fucking reverb, or it's not just like a distortion. It's like a flow that this goes into that, and that's good. It's like impossible for any fucking distortion in a plugin to be the exact same. Yeah. Like now that I see what goes into it, it's literally fucking impossible for 2 distortion plugins to be the same. Yeah. Like there's unless they just did the exact same thing, but like there's just it's too complicated. But yeah, I just always wanted a plugin. You know, I always just want like a thing, you know what I mean? I just was getting sick of making drum kits. So I was like, I want to do something. Like I had my own app before. Like we had like a game app. I made it. I was in the process of making a second game app, but didn't have, you know, I was broke, so I didn't have any money to fund it. And then we made like a freaking social network app. So I was always making websites. I always just like creating things that I could present to people to see how they reacted, pretty much. That's what it's the same thing with music. I just want to make a beat and see what people think of it.
So you came through, made drip. And how did it come out? Like how was it received when you first put it out?
People were fucking going crazy. I mean, it was called, you know, something else when we first dropped it, but we just switched it just to not have to deal with that. And then it was crazy. I mean, it was insane at the start because when we first launched it, the bugs were fucking a disaster. The first launch,
which you would think, like you ask a lot of people, like you asked me to test it out, like I'm sure you asked a bunch of other people.
Yeah, that's the thing, like, dude.
Like, how can you even prepare for that? You know,
that's the thing, dude. Is you don't fucking know. So I have like, you know, I have a list of people. You're on the list of people that have this
version
software and this type of computer, and like so we can test it on fucking everything. But yeah, that's how it happened. I linked up with Skylar. Fucking, he was just making plugins, just not making any money. And now his life has fucking changed, dude. He was just like fucking broke and he didn't even want to do it at first. Like I had to convince him.
Right.
Because he was like, "Oh, do you know what goes into a plugin?" Which is reasonable, but I was just about it.
So you put it out, people loved it, went crazy. When did you start pumping money into ads and like doing that whole side of things?
That was in August, but I was already running ads on all sorts of shit before that.
Yeah.
Just kind of testing it. And I can tell you that the magic is not in the ad. It's not in the fucking plugin. It's not in Kyle Beats. It's in the entire fucking thing. You know what I mean? Because I've run ads where they didn't work and I had the exact same data. I had the exact same targeting. You know what I mean? It's the exact same like layout on the product page. And it's just because the whole presentation of it wasn't good enough to actually like make money off it. And like a lot of times too is like you're not even people. It's just like people react from fear. It's the same reason when someone's views go down, they get afraid. You know, like we just fucking pump them out, dude. If it's doing good, if it's not doing good, and that just pumping out the same ad over and over is what turned it into a thing. Like a lot of people would have stopped it the day it didn't do very well or whatever and all this stuff. But because of the way that I fucking treated it. But yeah, it was crazy off the start. The plugin, the whole piece together, like no one has seen a plugin like this that has animations on it and it's super easy to use. Like it was just everything together combined with like Kyle Beats and all the shit I've done before and like my presence on YouTube. It was just a perfect storm pretty much.
So what's it called? Kenny Beats, like talking about it on the stream. Cause I feel like that really like took it to another level. It
really turned it into the meme.
So it wasn't a meme before that though.
It kind of was, but it wasn't like officially a meme, I would say.
Yeah. So
I milked the shit out of that. Like I donated fucking money on the stream and everything.
Yeah, I should get cut out of that because I mean,
yeah, you hit me up.
How else would you have? No, I'm playing. But yeah, dude, because I was watching Kenny on stream, and then they were talking about it, and then people were fucking going crazy in the chat. So I had to tell you, and then I didn't get to see what happened after, but obviously, you know, people that were on the stream got to see it. Like, you just donated a bunch of subs, which was like, I wasn't maybe I was less surprised, but I was really taken back by how like cool Kenny Beats was with you after that, you know, and he wasn't like really trying to make fun of you to like hurt you or anything, hurt your feelings. Like he was just all in good fun.
I don't think he would have hurt my feelings, dude.
I mean, yeah. Like he wasn't out there to like try and roast you to like get a reaction out of you. I think it was just like he was genuinely just trying to be funny, and then it fucking
because I'm just over here doing my thing. Like,
like you can't really hate on that, dude. Like your fucking ad shows up on every video, but you're like a genuinely like cool dude, and like
I'm just trying to pioneer the fucking way, dude. Yeah. Like I'm wearing. Like, let's add up my fucking outfit that I'm wearing right now. It's like $50. Not even, dude. Yeah. Like, I don't have a new car. I don't fucking do a launch and then fucking, you know,
splurge.
Yeah. Like, I'm just trying to fucking pioneer the way, dude, in all aspects, like in music, in the actual producer YouTube niche. Like, I'm trying to do it everywhere, dude. Trying to just fucking flood the gates and do everything I want. Like I haven't even touched like the music shit as much as I will be in the future.
So is that something that you kind of want to focus more on too this year and like in the future, is the music, or do you want to go hard with the plugins and kind of go that route?
So we're going hard with everything, but like I'm just the hard part was like structuring it in a way where it's like I have the editor now, Seth, shout out to Seth. He's been editing all my videos. I actually edited the last one just because I really wanted to. But I finished it and I was like, fuck this, dude. I'm never editing another video.
Which is so interesting because I remember we had a conversation about editors like a while ago, and you're like, there's no way. I tried it and there's like no fucking way I'm letting.
I was so fucking, you know why I switched, dude? Because Mr. Beast had a video and he was like, yeah, why is anyone editing their own video?
I saw that. We probably saw the same video.
Yeah.
And I was like,
he's like, just sit down with an editor for three edits and then you're good. And I was like, damn, what the fuck am I doing? This dude has a billion fucking followers. So if you structure it, it's funny because I have more responsibility and work than ever right now. But because of the way I'm structuring this whole thing with like putting the right people in the right place, I'm like making more music than ever.
Yeah.
Like I wake up and just make a song some days, which I fucking never did before. Cause it was like, you know, like, I gotta get this video every other day and edit, and then plan the next one. And then it was just all that shit rather than like getting an editor. Like, you know, we meet once a week with the developers. We got a bunch of fucking developers now and people helping out with the plugin.
Yeah.
Vanessa does all my emails. Fucking, I got Jake coming here to film me now, which, you know, it's just easier. I just don't have to worry about like the ISO and shit, and you know what I mean. It's just
you get to focus on making music and other shit.
It's just been focusing on what I realized, dude, is like it was like I realized this from YouTube is like I like the vlogs and I like the fucking thing, But at the end of the day, the core is fucking music. So I have to make sure the core is as good as it can possibly fucking be.
Yeah.
And as focused on it as it can possibly
That
be.
was the switch for me too. I was seeing that Mr. Beast video, and then I was like, fuck, dude, I'm spending more time editing and trying to be a YouTuber than doing what I'm doing in the video.
You have an editor now?
Yeah. Well, I have a few, but yeah, I've been working
Right.
with editors. So it's, dude, it's the best thing other than streaming on Twitch. Like getting help with editing has been one of the best things I've ever done for my career. Cause like I just get to focus on making music and like other shit.
Yeah.
And it's nice.
Like investing in stocks, right?
Exactly.
Putting all your money into Dogecoin.
Yeah, but like dude, if any fucking YouTuber that's making money from YouTube and like other shit and is thinking about getting an editor, fucking do it, dude. Don't even think twice about it. The first few edits is going to be rough because you guys have to figure out a style and shit.
That segues me into what I was going to talk about. What do you think about, like, I feel like a lot of producers, because we're at home and we're on our computers, we're very tech savvy. Like a lot of people get involved in stocks. And I feel like I was doing it because I love numbers, just for fun, just like a couple $100, dude, just to like fuck around with it, just to like understand the stock market more. But like, I realized too, it's such a fucking distraction. It's like a thing that you're constantly fucking checking that doesn't really, you know, unless you're really into it and you really have a lot of money to invest into it, you know, it's not worth it for the average fucking person.
Yeah, because of how much time you dedicate. I don't invest in stocks, so I'm like, you're fucking talking.
I just think the move, dude, is just fucking 10xing down on what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because you can't even get to the point. And this also segues me into something else I was going to talk about, like a single placement versus an absolute, what was the word I was using earlier? I didn't write it down. A single placement, a platinum placement versus a flood of just like ownership in songs.
Yeah.
Like it's a volume game in every single game, including music. And like, yeah, a placement, you know, gets you in the door. But I was doing this with Russ and I was doing it myself today, just like blowing my mind. Like a platinum song right now is like, according to this fucking website I was on, was like 250,000. We'll say 250,000 streams. It's $1 million. So whatever amount of streams adds up to 1 million units sold, you know, we'll say $1 million, right? So we'll say 250 million streams. If you produce on that song, and like how many songs have that many streams? It's a lot of fucking streams.
Yeah.
250 million streams for a producer, right? It takes a while to even get 250 million streams. Say it takes like 9 months to get that many streams. It's fucking platinum, right? Comes in the door. A producer will get 3 or 4%. That's on the classic producer, we'll say, you know, not someone, whatever. The average fucking producer will get 3 or 4% of that. If you do the math, that's like $30,000-$40,000 out of $1 million. So out of $1 million, they get $30,000-$40,000. That's not the worst part, I think. The worst part, in my opinion, is that's 9 months it makes that. Spotify pays out 3 months after that.
Yeah.
So that's like a whole year pretty much where you're not seeing the full amount of that 30,000. And then on top of it, the label has to pay you and they fucking pay you when they want to pay you. So you get your money fucking dripped to you. And I don't even, you know, I have no experience in this. I just know that because that's just how a lot of fucking shit works. It works in a lot of industries like that.
Yeah. I think it just comes down to, like,
that's why people take pub deals and they say, all right, fuck that. I'm not waiting for that 40K. I'm just going to take 150, 200K right now.
I think what's so interesting about like the time we live in now is that you don't have to go that route anymore. Like you can go a different route and become a quote unquote successful producer. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to be the producer that chases placements. If that makes you happy and that's what you want to do with your career, fucking do that shit.
Yeah. And that's never going to be me. Like, who knows? Maybe I'll fucking
for after the episode after this.
But like, what I realized, instead of fucking hating on placements, I just want to let everyone know that if you're gonna do that, just know what's gonna happen, because there is an incentive to be it. You know, it's like you can't just fucking get into the industry and be fucking DJ Khaled.
Yeah.
You know, like unless you really just fucking crush it for 10 years and build like 4 artists or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
99% of the time, that's people's way into the music industry.
Yeah.
But you know, some people treat it like that. Most people don't treat it like that. Most people treat it like, let's fucking go. I'm fucking lit now, take the pub deal, and then 3 years later, they're fucking in their LA apartment, just like smoking weed and just fucking, you know, like what the fuck are we gonna do now?
This is so interesting to me because like I feel like we have two very different audiences. Like obviously that there's a lot of crossover, but I feel like do you feel like a lot of your audience is placement focused?
Probably.
Because I feel like my audience is more of the trying to build their own streaming numbers and like,
that's fire though.
Yeah.
Like fucking the TikTok Lucian Eldre train has been pretty insane with that.
It's insane, dude. And I fully respect both avenues. I think it just always comes down to whatever the fuck makes you happy. Because like whatever makes you happy is gonna make you work the hardest. Obviously, if you didn't love all the shit that you're doing, there's no way you'd be going that hard.
Yeah, it kind of depends on what type of beats you make too. Like the type of beats I make wouldn't. That's the thing is like I would probably do that, but the type of beats I like to make are just they're type beats, dude. They're not fucking. They're not like lo-fi beats. They're not like they're not like flexing beats. They're just like they're literally beats the artist would get on pretty much.
Yeah, but it's so cool to like have so many different avenues for producers. Like you don't have to fucking lock in with an artist, and you could just be fucking making plugins out here, fucking making YouTube videos. Like there's no one way to go about doing all this shit.
Yeah,
which is
what I like, dude.
Yeah,
that's what's fucking sweet about it.
You're not bound to like, you know, fucking making 30 beats a day. I can't remember the last time I made 30 beats a day. 30 beats a day.
30 beats, dude. I don't have enough time for that. I can barely make 10, dude.
Talking about beats, do you still, when you sit down to make a beat, do you think about it like you're practicing, or do you think about it like I need to finish it because I want this to be like a full-on song?
I think about it like, damn, this is so fun. I can't wait to do this right now. That's literally, it's like a game, dude.
Yeah.
That's what's great about it is just like it still remains fucking the craft, you know?
It's still fun for you to make music.
Yeah. Like, you know, as much as you'll see the comments sometimes like Kyle fucking, you know, he's more of like a vlogger. He's more of like a this. But at the end of the day, dude, because I have all these other things, because my videos are sweet and I really focus on that, you know, making beats is just the freest part of what I do now. You know what I mean? It's not like this thing where I'm stressing so hard about the beats and the this and the that. Like making music is still, it's not work to me. It's not like I'm trying to fucking mix this and stressing about it and, you know, and like getting this out, because the work is more so the whole fucking brand and movement of it all. So like making beats is still fun. Like
you're living up to your name, bro. Kyle Beats.
Kyle fucking Beats, dude. What a name, dude.
What a fucking...
How did that name get me this far, dude?
Yeah, for real. Who would have thought, like when you started your YouTube channel however many years ago, that you'd be here right now? That's insane.
Dude, I found my first should I just pull it up on the fucking screen, dude? I found my first YouTube video, my first beat making video of all time, which, you know, nobody knows about this, dude. This is like,
it's not public.
It is public, but I guarantee you nobody's finding this, dude. It's pretty fucking ridiculous. I found it the other day because I was looking for one of my old videos on like I think if you search like Kyle.
Is it this making a beat on an Akai MPK?
No. That's old. That's 2015. And there's one that's like even older, dude. There's one that's like, I think it's like under my one of my Kyle Garvin accounts or something. It's pretty ridiculous, dude.
You have a lot of videos, bro.
Icy Penguin. If you look up Kyle Garvin. Icy Penguin. Was
that your name?
No, that was the game we made.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty fire, dude.
Icy Penguin.
I should just relaunch that, dude.
Yeah,
just
bro.
That's the thing, dude. There's just so many fucking things I've tried that like now that I know what I've know, it's like, dude, all of these things would have worked because I know how to like do them now.
You know how to make it work.
I know how to make it work. What was I gonna say about something about that?
Fuck it.
Fuck, dude. Forget what I was gonna say.
Let's talk about the podcast real quick because you know, if I'm gonna be a co-host on here, I do kind of want to talk about like what is the goal with the podcast? Is it just to like get ideas out and kind of just do it because it's fun to make a podcast, or
Yes. So I think my goal with fucking everything, dude, all the content is like when I think about videos, the start of the YouTube video, the whole kind of vision behind it was when I think of the Ryan Leslie videos or the Hit Boy videos that I watched like a billion times over because that's all that there was. Like my inspiration is just giving someone a fucking like, look at what Kyle Beats is doing.
yeah,
And like giving someone an outlet just to even just try, just to see, okay, he's doing it. I can fucking do this too. You know what I mean? So it's just to give someone inspiration and just, you know, it's like, it's entertainment, but it's like at the same time, it's like super, it's like, it's not just you're watching some fucking TikTok video. Like you're watching someone make music and like, I don't know. So, and with the podcasts, like I crush podcasts and audiobooks and stuff like that. So it's just a way for people to like kind of
get to know who you are.
Yeah, it's not even about me, but it's just like escapism. You know what I mean? And just like being able to be obsessed with something and like keep chasing it. You know what I mean? Like if fucking, you know, if someone had a podcast when I was growing up, I'd be listening to it every week.
You'd be a billionaire.
Talk
right now,
about, yeah, you just want to hear people fucking have you a billionaire. I just want to hear people talk about the shit that I'm interested in. You know, it's like if we don't make these podcasts and make these videos and everyone just kind of slows down, that person who could have been the next best fucking producer, you know, just fucking
might fizzle out.
You know what I mean? It just doesn't do it. So it's just like, that's what I want. I just want to provide. And that's why I'm back, dude, doing the podcast. Cause I kind of like stopped doing it. A part of it was like, cause I just didn't want to hear myself talking over and over. Cause I talk about the same shit all day, every day, dude.
Yeah.
But I have to realize that like, you know, this is going to help people out. I can't find that video, so someone fucking finds it. Let me know. It's horrible though, so maybe we shouldn't watch it.
maybe you shouldn't look for it. But also, did you feel like it was like you were kind of like annoying people asking them to be on your podcast? Did you hate asking people?
Yeah, that was another reason why I want to have you on here too. Is because like, you know, I don't want the podcast to be. Today's episode is about this, and then the next episode is about this other fucking thing. Like, and yeah, it's all surrounding beats, and music, but it's just too flip floppy. And, you know, unfortunately, I'm not that interested in that many people.
Yeah.
I'm interested in like certain people. I'm not like interested in the whole fucking, you know, Joe Rogan is just interested in the entire fucking, you could talk about ants and he'd be locked in. Like, I'm just not that way. I mean, I kind of am, but not for a podcast and, you know, I would just rather have a fucking cast. And
yeah, I feel it. I mean, yeah, we were talking about it before. Like the best podcasts are the ones with just the two consistent guests. The two consistent hosts, and then, you know, they're just talking about whatever. And like you kind of skip the episodes where they have a guest because you'd rather just hear the two talk.
You know what I noticed lately, dude? This is something that I noticed lately. And maybe it's just me, but is it weird that when rappers pass away or they die, they end up like fucking blowing up? You ever notice that?
Yeah, I noticed that with. I've always been aware of that, but sort of like with Nipsey. When Nipsey passed, I noticed, you know, the huge spike in like people talking about him
and like there's two sides of it, because it's like, okay, well, they just like Pop Smoke is one that I've noticed lately.
Yeah.
Like his music was not this popular.
Yeah, definitely.
And now it's just fucking everywhere. So it's like, you know, and obviously like you want your shit to live on, but I wonder what's happening on the back end. Like, well, are there, is their message living on, and then, their family is getting all this, or the label's just leveraging the fact that they fucking died,
Yeah, I guess
putting
it
out a
just
bunch of music.
depends. Like you could look at it both ways. Like because obviously the label is they're definitely eating off of
I
the
just feel like I
streams and all
couldn't
that.
do that. I just feel like I wouldn't be able to fucking do that.
Yeah, like you would kind of let the family take all of it.
Just like putting out music that maybe was never intended to go out and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's tough, dude. Like with I think about that with Max Circles,
Yeah.
because like they put that out, post death. But he was, I mean, the album from the interview that I saw with the producer, I forgot his name. I think it's John Bryan. I'm totally fucking that up. But with the producer of Circles, he said that the album was damn near done. And then he passed, and then he kind of just did his finishing touches, and then the family asked him to
Yeah.
put it out.
I mean, it's
So
definitely case by case, but
yeah,
I just noticed that recently today. I was like, that's kind of like, I'm curious about it. It's like I feel like in 5 years it's gonna be like a Netflix documentary.
I always think about this. Like, do people? And it's unfortunate to say, but it seems that it's cooler to support somebody when they're gone than when they're here. Because I think about that with Drake. Like, I'm a huge Drake fan. I love all of Drake's music. I'm the biggest fan you could find. But like, it's not really that cool to be like outspoken about your love for Drake. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like when he passes, it's gonna be this resurgence of like, I love Drake, and everybody's gonna be like, yo, man, I fucking loved Drake. And there's just gonna be all these people that are talking about him that would have probably never been that outspoken with their love for Drake had he not died. And it's like it's super.
Yeah, well, some of that, I mean, someone that big is kind of just like fucking trends too, like headline fucking shit.
Yeah. It's a sad truth, but I mean, it is what it is, man. But like, that's why I try my best to tell people how much I fuck with them and how much I support them, because I know that there's gonna be a day where I won't be able to say that to them. So,
do you think like do you think with the way like technology is today, like when you think about Elvis or the Beatles, or like, I mean, I don't even, I didn't fucking grow up listening to those people. I'm not that old, but like when you think about the fact that I even know all about them, and just because there was such a monopoly on media back then, like people didn't know who fucking this 15-year-old kid on TikTok was. All they knew, what the radio had like 17 people on it every single day. The news had like all the top athletes. So it's just like this monopoly where everyone knew Muhammad Ali, everyone knew this, everyone knew that.
Yeah.
Do you think that like anyone could even come close to being as popular as like Elvis or the Beatles? Like, it's just, there's too much shit out there. Like, according to people, like, I'm the fucking greatest producer that's ever lived. And, Drake sucks. And it's just like Charlie D'Amelio is the best fucking whatever that's ever lived. And it's just, there's so much like shit out there for fucking people.
I honestly think there are people that are more famous than Elvis and all of those people, like the Beatles and all that, because of the internet. Like, I honestly feel like there are more people in the world that know about Charlie D'Amelio than Elvis.
Yeah.
One, because like
they're more connected and shit.
Yeah, because
too.
they're more connected. Like, there's just like, it just outweighs the fucking, because there was no social media back then. All you like, people were listening to the radio. I don't know when fucking Elvis was alive, but
yeah, I don't know, dude.
Social media.
Like, I feel like, I don't know. That's a good question. That's so weird, dude. Think about.
But then it gets to the point where, like, because there's social media and because we have, there's so many outlets for people to get to know you. Like, I just feel like there's gonna be a point where there's just like so many fucking famous people out there that people are just gonna start to back off and like stop wanting to watch other people's lives because there's just too much. There's just too much of it.
There's already too much, dude.
Yeah.
People are already like, I would fucking, if I had $100 million and didn't have any passion for putting out content,
You peace out.
I would just fucking go to Hawaii or something.
Same,
just
dude.
Throw out my phone. I have a landline that I can call people on every now and
Do
then.
you have that I guess it's that vision for yourself, like making enough money to just like
No,
fuck off
retire.
and like and
No,
just like
nah. I just, I said I made a song in one of my recent videos. And the last line, I know nobody would even get it, but the last line was like, I ain't leaving 2021 without 48 units. It's like what that means is like a 48 unit apartment complex.
yeah.
So it's like, when I get to that age, I'll just be playing a different game. Just be playing the fucking real estate game, or that seems like the best game to play for me. That seems like one I'd really like, and one that has a shit ton of benefits. And
You think you'd still be running a YouTube channel? It would just be a kind of a different Kyle.
I don't know,
kind
dude.
of content.
I don't know. I mean, who knows what YouTube will be by then? I'm talking like 20 years from now.
Yeah. Honestly, I think YouTube will be around in 20 years because I don't see YouTube going anywhere anytime
I've been
soon.
in here for almost, 2005 was like the first year.
There's just too much content on YouTube. There's like so much shit in the vault for YouTube, and like I just like what's gonna take over? Like TikTok is not taking over YouTube.
Yeah, everyone's tried to like implement long form videos, but
yeah,
YouTube
it's not going away, bro.
Yeah, I don't want it to go away. I love watching YouTube videos.
Same. I'm on YouTube probably too much. To be honest. Right.
So we got some fan questions. We got some followers questions.
Cool.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we'll see how many we get.
First question is, how much money do you make, Kyle?
Remember that?
Yeah.
How much money do you guys make? You done a couple of those videos recently, dude.
Yeah, bro. I gotta chill out on doing those.
Fuck it, dude. Fuck it, bro. All right, this first one's from Aiden Sawatsky.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, Aiden.
Yo, Kyle, what's up? I've been watching for 2 years. Big fan. Your videos are super helpful for my production. I appreciate you. My question is, how did you build such a massive internet fan base using music production?
How did I build such a I'll say my answer and then you can say your answer, how you did it.
Honestly, before you even answer this, these people aren't even fucking asking me. So like, fuck what my answer is, dude. They just want to know what Kyle's answer is.
Well, they didn't know you were a co-host until right now. So
yeah.
Sorry, Aiden. Sorry, buddy. Posting videos, dude. Posting videos and posting them at the right time. Like I think it was me and you kind of started posting around the same time, I think. Yeah. Or like started getting into the niche at the same time. Like 2017, middle of 2017.
Yep.
And like it kind of matters what I don't want to say trends, but kind of like the niche trends. Like the simple answer is posting content. You know what I mean? The fucking Gary Vee answer: post as much content as you possibly can.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to just stay hip with fucking everything, dude. Like a lot of my answers now on like, when people ask me questions like that, a lot of my answers are just like, you got to be obsessed, because I've given people literally the sauce, the exact thing they need to do, and they don't do it because they're not skilled enough, because they're not obsessed with what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you've noticed now, I'm not posting videos every other day. You know what I mean? Because that shit is not, that everyday vlog shit is not what's popular anymore. It's just about making the best videos of all time that people never want to click away from. And I think it's just the strategy is posting a lot of content and really dialing down on what you're good at. And then from there, it's just being obsessed, like listening to this podcast, listening to everyone's podcast, watching the videos and paying attention. Like, oh, this person, fucking Kyle B's posting a new video. Let's see what he's doing. Oh shit, that's crazy. Like the shit. I'm so obsessed that if I was in one of my followers' shoes, I would have been listening to my podcast with Russ like 140 times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe not yet. Like a realistic number, probably like 26 times or something. Like I just listen to it over and over and over and over, and all that, those reps and shit, just things get embedded into your brain.
Honestly, dude, the blueprint is like if you just take a look at the YouTube channel, like you could literally do this right now. Anybody, go to Kyle's YouTube channel, filter it by most popular, see what the most popular videos are, and then try to figure out why. Is it the title? Is it the thumbnail? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's the content. Like, what is he doing in the and literally just like do the same shit with your spin on it and see what happens, and test your audience and see what sticks, and maybe you'll do 5 of those, and then the fifth one is the one that takes off, and then you'll learn a lot from that video.
Yeah. Another thing that Russ actually said too, which was a good way to say it, was follow your curiosities. Like it's something that just gets fucking drilled out of people in like school systems and stuff, is being curious. And like, I wonder what this button does. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
I wonder what this does. I'm going to try. What if we fucking, I wake up in the middle of the night and just go, oh damn, what if I tried this? Write some shit down on my phone. Like it has to be 24/7, dude. And just eliminate. It goes deeper than just a strategy. Everyone fucking knows the strategy pretty much. It goes deeper than that. It's more about like being obsessed and following your curiosities. All right. Next one.
Hello, everyone.
From Austin Evans. You get nice little sideways fucking video.
Nice little head, turn my head.
I was just curious as to how you were all inspired to create, or what motivated you to do music as a full-time thing. Thank you. Have a great day.
What motivated me to do music as a full-time thing? I don't know. I was just making music for fun. I just thought it was lit, dude. I liked creating shit and showing people. And music was the thing that, like I told you the other day, I was editing a video, the Russ video, and, I edited it for like a few days. And when it was over, I was like, oh, I never want to see a fucking video editing again. And just like, I get sick of a lot of things, but I always just come back to music and open up FL Studio and just let it fucking loop and just sit here and it was just the thing I was the most passionate about, I think.
Yeah. I fuck with it.
He fucks
Hey,
with
what's
it.
up, Kyle? How are you? Big fan.
Okay. Yeah.
Shirtless daddy.
There we go. Dylan Ward.
And shout out from Ireland. Just 2 questions I want to ask you. Number 1 would be, have you any tips for someone who is experiencing slow growth at the minute? And number 2, I'm wondering, how did you get over the lack of encouragement from your peers early on in your journey? It's currently what I'm facing at the minute. Big fan, and I really hope to see more of your videos soon.
See, that's why I make videos, dude. So they can look at me and go, well, fuck my peers, dude. Kyle Beats says he just, went off on his own and just did his own thing. I'm not going to listen to them, dude. At the end of the day, dude, all your fucking people around you are going to be wrong, dude. That's realistically what has happened. Like everyone telling me to do this and, get a fucking job and health insurance. It's like, dude, I have, you know what I mean? I'm hiring people now. I'm doing a lot of bigger things now. So number 1, fuck that. Number 2, what did he say? Like,
Ask you, number 1 would be
slow growth.
Slow growth. It's natural, dude. At the end of the day, your numbers are going to be not great no matter what you're posting at the start, pretty much, unless you get lucky. But realistically, if you really compare it to someone's video that's getting hundreds of thousands of views, that's a music producer, and you're making the videos, like realistically compare it and say, okay, are these videos, because everyone thinks their shit is the best because they're improving on their own craft, but it's like, I would realistically compare it and just fucking keep being curious and getting better.
Yeah, I think I want to add something to that. I think if you just really love what you're doing, this is like numbers and slow growth and all that shit is like out the window, bro. Like if you love making music and you love making content, like just focus on the love of that and fuck everything else, dude. Like fuck slow growth. Don't look at your numbers like that. And just like, and keep making videos. Like when I first started making videos, dude, of course I wanted to grow, but I wasn't making videos because I wanted to get like millions of views. I did it because the shit was fucking fun. And I couldn't see myself doing anything else. And when you get lost in the process of just making shit because it's fun to you, you're going to outwork everybody else that's not doing it out of the love. So,
amen.
Yeah, man.
And then if enough time goes by and you keep fucking trucking away, all of a sudden you make it, some crazy moment happens, and then go, damn, overnight success. And fucking 10 years goes by. All right. KO Tonics.
Hey, what's going on, Kyle? So I go by Cowtonics online, and what I'm doing this year is a 2021 experiment. I call it the Russ experiment, where I'm releasing a new song every single week, every Monday. And my question is, if you guys were to be doing something like this and taking Russ's advice, what would you guys do different in today's environment versus when he was doing it on SoundCloud? These days with algorithms that, are about click-through rates, and, the platforms are Instagram and TikTok instead of what he was using. What would you guys do differently if you guys were to do an experiment like this? Thanks.
Well, the platform is Spotify, first of all. If you're doing music, he's dropping music, right?
Yep.
Every week. Platform is Spotify. Spotify is the fucking game, dude. If you can, you should master Spotify like like Mr. Beast mastered YouTube. That's what you need to do. And like, as far as I'm concerned, from what I've heard, you can give me your input on this. You've probably released more shit than me, but like Friday is when the fucking music comes out. Everyone's posting Friday at fucking 12:01 a.m. That's when they're dropping new music and trying to get it on New Music Friday, the Monday playlist that comes up on Spotify. And I think probably dropping weekly sounds like a good idea to me. I don't know why. I don't think it's a bad thing. And like we said earlier, the game is volume. The game is not having one song that gets 250 million views or streams. The game is having a bunch of songs that have a ton of that are really good songs, and just having like 300 songs. That's the difference between Russ and someone else. He just has like 400 fucking songs, and he has the hits with the 250 million and all that plays. So he's got those, and on top of it, he's got the 300, 400 songs. That long tail is what makes him make 100K a week type of thing. But what do you think?
I think volume is the game. I did a song a week. I did it for almost 20 weeks. So I mean, I don't know how deep this dude is in the whole production of it, or how many songs he has in the vault, but I think it's just all about creation and distribution. So if you can be like 8 weeks ahead, you're gonna kill it, because once you're 8 weeks ahead, that'll give you enough time to submit your music to different editorial playlists. They like to say they say 4 weeks is the minimum you should be submitting. So you'll have 8 songs sent to editorial playlists. You'll have 8 weeks ready, and then you should spend the rest of your time making content around it. TikTok would probably be my number one suggestion because of how much opportunity is on there. So if you make TikToks, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, if you make content around each song using all of those platforms, and the songs are good, they're gonna do well. That's another thing. They have to be good. Like if you're just fucking making shit that nobody likes, like you could do hella shit and no one's gonna really listen to it.
You never know on TikTok, dude. You never fucking know. What did anything ever happen with that? You had a TikTok that hit like 100 fucking gajillion views.
Yeah.
Talk us through that experience. I feel like that kind of like, was this thing that it seemed like, from me, it was like this thing that got you super excited, and then was like, damn, nothing really came from that type of thing.
Yeah. Because I think I was like expecting my entire life to change from one fucking video. I think that's why I was a little let down. No, but like what it showed me, I gained like 300,000 TikTok followers.
Jesus.
In like, I don't know, a few months, which doesn't mean shit, because like my ratio on TikTok is now fucked, because I got all these followers, but I don't see that in the amount of views. So now it just looks like I fucking bought followers and shit. So honestly, it did more harm than good. No, I'm playing. But I spoke to like a bunch of news stations.
Did you really?
Yeah, like a lot of different news outlets reached out. I talked to the people over at Ellen. I did a bunch of different shit from the video. A lot of new followers. Like like it wasn't because it wasn't like a music thing that blew up. There wasn't really anything else that came from it other than followers.
Yeah. This is what I remember when I was going in to do the Russ interview and or whatever, the Russ podcast, and Vanessa was like saying like, "Oh my God, you're so calm right now. Like, why are you so calm?" And I was just like, and I don't really want to gain anything from anyone. I just want to connect with people that are doing that I respect and that are doing cool shit, because it's just bringing more good energy into my fucking life and inspires me when I see other people doing good shit that I know. But like, also when you have things that you think are these moments, you have to realize that there's no moment that's going to make or break you.
Yeah.
It's a good place to be, because you're not going to like, it's just like when someone I see just like goes into a scenario where they think this person's going to help them out and they want them to wear their fucking clothing line and they want them to do this. It's like, dude, if you really knew what you were fucking doing, there isn't a moment. Like, people DM me all the time, like, can you do this? Post my fucking song and all this stuff. And
same.
Like, dude, literally if I dedicated the rest of my life to posting that song that you sent me, every video, every single thing was dedicated to you and that fucking song, literally nothing would come from it.
Yeah.
That's what people don't understand is like, there isn't, it's just, you don't want one moment to really do that anyways, but 99.999% of the time, there isn't one moment that's just going to make or break your entire fucking career.
Yeah.
Like, it's just,
and if it does, it's gonna be gone faster than it came.
Exactly. It's gonna go up and down like that. Like, there's a lot of fucking TikTok fucking songs, even, people that put out songs that it just becomes a trend and they don't even know who the fucking artist is or anything.
But to put a cap on that real quick, my bad my bad, Logan. But just fucking make content everywhere, bro. Make sure you're ahead like a few weeks so you have some buffer. And fucking make content everywhere. And if one of the songs blows up or if one of the TikToks blows up, you're good because you got content for the next fucking like 7 or 8 weeks. So you're not riding on that one moment. You got shit in the vault ready to go out. Yeah.
I just keep it fucking going too. When something blows up, I just keep that shit going. I just I just keep it going like nothing happened. All right.
How do you get more beat sales on BeatStars? I need this one.
Damn, I would love to just go to his page and listen to his beats right now.
Yeah, low-key, that would be like, give him a little free consultation.
And just like, that's step one is, I would say before you even start on BeatStars, you need to have like, I would get like at least 20 beats up there, maybe 30 or 40. So that right there is probably, people put 4 beats up there. They're all fucking garbage. They got the beatstars.com tag just like all over it because they don't have a full account. Get the fucking full account so there's no tags. Get 20 beats up there and make sure they're fire. And then, post on YouTube. Post on YouTube has an algorithm now that's constantly changing. You could blow up on there. That's where people are looking for beats. So it's like that game still works, even though no one really talks about it anymore. And I don't know, just try some shit.
Spend time reaching out to people. Like you should be dedicating like 2 or 3 hours every day, reaching out to artists, asking. Well, actually, you know what? My advice lately has been with producers, like, because I get a lot of questions about how do I get placements and all that, which at the beginning of the episode, I said most of my audience wasn't really placement driven, but I do get questions all the time about like with people saying, yo, how do I get placements? How do I work with artists? I think this method that I'm about to tell you is the best way. Like if you're not desperate for money and you got a job, fucking stay at the job, make that how you make money. And then on the side, you should be spending like 4 or 5 hours reaching out to millions of different artists. If you got beats like that, if you got hundreds of beats on your hard drive, offering your beats for free and just asking for royalties instead of asking for the upfront payment, because the upfront payment, it's not like it's not a guaranteed long-term relationship. You're kind of just doing like a one-off kind of thing. But if you offer your beats to, let's say, this artist, and you guys make like 8 or 9 songs and you ask for the royalties and one of the songs takes off, well, you got fucking money coming in and you have a really strong relationship over like a fucking one-time BeatStars payment. And you're not desperate for money because you have a job where you that's what brings in the money for the bills. I think that producer over a producer that's trying to get sales is going to win in the long term. But if you're just trying to fucking make money short term, like, I guess you could just post beats on YouTube and hope for the best.
Yeah. You got to make sure it's fucking insane, though. There's got to be something different about it.
Yeah.
Like, people just copy everyone else almost in every field and every fucking thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's just not how I mean, I started off selling beats and that's how I made my first, you know, that's how I had my first income. Then I could start recording YouTube videos just on Instagram. But I don't think you're going to do that. That seems like a lot harder to do nowadays because I had fucking bots swarming the entire internet.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, like, people go on BeatStars now, dude. Like, my friend who's an artist just goes on BeatStars. Like, maybe there's shit there. Like, I used to hack the fucking BeatStars thing, and I had like a small email list of artists, like 2,000 people back in the day. And I'd be like, I'd email them all and say, free beat, like doing a free beat this week and whatever. And I'd put this one beat and it would be a penny. I was like, oh, I can't say it's free. So you just had to buy it for 1 penny. And I'd get like 10 sales in like an hour and my beat would shoot up on the charts. And they stopped. You can't do that anymore. That was like, this is like 4 years ago. But just like things like that, you have to be able to, you know, that comes down to the obsessed thing. And also, like, I was desperate, dude. You know, like, I was fucking down to like my less than $1,000. I had just a couple $100 and a bunch of fucking, I had rent and all this shit. Like, I barely had enough money to survive. So I was like desperate.
Yeah. So, I mean, just to put a period on this, Logan, right? I keep thinking this is live for some reason.
He goes
to Logan, bro. If you're trying to make money, you need to be spending hours reaching out because it's all about creation and distribution. Like I said earlier, bro, you should be reaching out to artists. Make a goal of like 10 artists a day. Just fucking lay in bed, find artists, be like, yo, I'm gonna give you this first beat for free, and then we could work on some shit after that. Check my BeatStars page out, just so you can get your foot in the door. Because if you're reaching out to people and you're like, yo, I got beats $25 a lease, nobody's gonna fucking reply to that.
Yeah,
dude. Nobody's
I fucked up that whole game, dude.
Yeah, nobody's doing that shit.
I
dude.
fucked up the whole game.
Nobody wants to fuck with that.
Fuck, what was I gonna say? It seems like a common theme, dude, for every fucking producer too.
Yeah.
Seems like the common thing. The best thing you can do, dude, is do some shit that nobody is doing. That is the fucking thing. Sit and think and write down a bunch of shit that people aren't doing. And make sure it's like good too. You know, when I say that to people, you know, sometimes people will come up with ideas like, oh, dude, I'm going to fucking, you know, like, I'm going to go rent a boat and just only make beats on the boat. And that's going to be my thing. And it's just like, make sure it's like a good idea too. Like, have some series that you start, have something that you make that works really well. And then everyone copies you. You know what I mean? That's what you have to figure out what to do. You know what I mean? That's where the most value is, you know, and you can look to people like Kyle Beats and this, but if you're just copying what that person's doing, it's just not going to work, unfortunately. And the first time I heard that, I was like, oh, it's because they don't want me to fucking do what they're doing. Take some of their money. But it's like, no, it's just not, it just doesn't work, dude. It's just the beat. When Cash Money AP started blowing up on YouTube with the type beats, every fucking person on YouTube started putting free in their title.
Yeah.
Free. And even though it wasn't really free to license it, it was just free to like download with the tags. So that's what and then everyone just copied them. But who's the only person that it worked for? You know what I mean?
You know what nobody's doing right now? Fucking reaching out to artists and offering their music for free. Like, just imagine, like, if I was a rapper, right, looking for beats, and somebody hit me up like, yo, I'm selling beats, come check out my page. And then another producer hit me up like, yo, man, I'm not trying to get some upfront payment. I want to make a lot of music and I want to make some money, dude. So
when you have fire beats too,
and you have fire beats, and you're like, yo, I'll send you stems right now, bro. No fucking charge. Just give me, like, let's split the royalties. Let's fucking make money long term. I'm fucking hitting up that dude, bro, over the $25 beat. Even if his beats are more fire than the other dude, I don't give a fuck, because I'm not trying to deal with, like, choose which lease am I going to choose. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'd rather just go with the dude that's, like, hungry and not trying to make money up front. It's just looking for back end shit.
True.
What were one of the biggest problems that you had to overcome as a music producer?
One of the biggest problems I had to overcome as a music producer was when I was broke and I wasn't making any money. Pretty much.
Damn.
Pretty much it, dude, for me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I didn't have a problem of, like, I treated the whole thing as a business from the fucking start, dude. Yeah. I love making music, but I wasn't. And I loved, like, you know, my idols were fucking like Hit Boy, Ryan Leslie, and fucking the people I looked up to were all those producers like Kanye and Scott Storch. And I was just watching their beat making videos all day. But that seemed impossible, dude. Like, that getting to that point seemed fucking impossible. So it's like, I was just trying to make money, dude, on the internet. That's pretty much what I wasn't looking at it as I was this music producer that's going to make all these tracks. That was just a bonus when that shit happened. When I actually did something with an artist and put it together and made a song. Like, that was just even more fun. It was almost like they were the music and the business has almost been separated in my head from the start. Even though they're together, in my head, they're like separate things.
Yeah.
So I think it was just when I was just going broke and, like, trying to fucking figure it out, I guess. And just at the start, it's just hard to make beats that sound good for a while, like the mixing and shit.
It's tough, man. Just got to keep making beats. I hate giving that advice because it's like, people want,
all
like,
the questions, dude, are just like all the questions from, and this is just how humans are, dude. All the questions are just like, you know, how I remember I would DM someone like asking, like, dude, how do you have time to work out while you do everything, this is like years ago, while you you know, he's like a video dude. It's like, how do you have time to work out? And he's like, I don't know, I just fucking make time. Now I'm running every morning and working out in the afternoon. It's just like, it's out of, like, fear of, like, how long is this going to take? And, you know, it's like if you're running 10 miles and you're like, you're running next to me, you're like, how long do we have left? It's just like that type of question, or they're just, you know, they're just it's hard to believe that something good is going to come when you've had no success.
Yeah.
Like, I've had enough success now to go, okay, well, I want to do this now. I want to make these plugins and I don't know how it's going to happen. You know, I want to blow up this fucking podcast. I'm not sure how it's going to happen. You know, I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know how this video, but I just know that I can make things happen. And there's enough of things that I've thought about and that have happened that I go, okay, well, anything I want to make happen, I can just do if I just put in that amount of time. And I'm smart about it. And I'm not just putting in time to something that I'm not good at or whatever. But what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I don't remember what his question was, but yeah, just keep going, dude. His question was, what's the biggest hurdle you've ever had to overcome?
Yeah. Have you had a specific hurdle?
I don't think I've ever had a specific. I think making beats that sounded good was probably the biggest hurdle, and just like the daily hurdle, like the daily mental hurdle of, like, not comparing yourself to other people, keeping your blinders on, and just fucking going and not worry about anybody else.
I want to talk about too fucking how many of these do we got left? How many of these fucking questions? Should we just stop the questions for a second and just go back to
Sure. We could. Sorry, Pedro.
We'll go back to you, Pedro, in a second.
That'll probably be the last one because I got to dip in 10 minutes. So.
Oh, sweet. All right, we'll continue those next week then. How long did it take you to start selling beats? Was probably his question. It's all the same shit. So this is what it feels like sometimes, dude. That's why I like, it's like sometimes I just feel like I'm a motivational speaker because like that's like the common theme of like people. It's just like it's a weird thing, right? Where it's like my entire fan base just wants to be in my fucking shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like,
I mean, it makes sense, bro.
It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, they love my videos and they like my music. And it's like, it's weird to have a fan base where the whole fan base just wants to be doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's like a strange fucking, I was going to ask you about, you tweeted, what was it today?
Oh, the life of a YouTuber.
The life of a YouTuber. Let me just go ahead and pull up the tweet on the screen here so I can read it out to our lovely audience. It's an interesting topic though. So I really want to talk about it. And I've fucking thought the same thing many a times. All right. Life of a YouTuber. Sees YouTube video is underperforming, changes title and thumbnail. Video starts losing views. Now, when you did that, did YouTube tell you may want to consider changing your title and thumbnail, or did you just do it just out of panic?
I just saw, like, you know how like when you go on your creator studio or whatever, it tells you how your video's doing compared to the other videos.
Right.
Like its first 24 hours or
and
whatever.
It was 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it was like 9 out of 10. And I was like, fuck, I panicked a little bit. And I was
Isn't
like,
that the worst, dude?
Yeah. And I was like, dude, I made this video because I thought I was going to do really, really well. It was a Fiverr video. And I was like looking at other people's Fiverr videos and I was like, yo, people's Fiverr videos are fucking doing really good. So I changed the title a little bit, hoping that it would,
It might pick up, dude. My Fiverr video took a while to pick up, to be honest.
Yeah, but also Fiverr isn't in the title of the video at all. So I was just experimenting and seeing maybe will you get more if you don't put Fiverr? Because maybe people don't know about Fiverr.
I didn't put Fiverr in my title, I don't think.
I think or maybe you put experts in quotes. Either way, I panicked and I was like, fuck, I need to change it because I want my video to do really well.
Now, do you pay attention to the audience retention?
I know it's there. I just choose, which is like super ignorant of me to like not look at it because like I guess I'm just scared of what the truth really is.
Yeah.
But I watched that Mr. Beast video. I watched that Mr. Beast video of like, he was on a podcast or something talking about like, how do you get more views or whatever. Mm-hmm. And he's just like, dude, you just have to get people to stay for the entire video and make the content good enough. And that's it.
It's a simple concept. People have to come to the video and they have to watch it as long as possible.
And YouTube will reward you for that. It's super simple.
So it's like, why are they going to stay to the end?
Yeah, exactly.
That's why the producer niche kind of started taking off. It's because people stay to the end because they want to watch the outcome of the beat that you just made.
It's a story built in itself.
Yeah. So it's like, you have to think about that every time you watch a video. And it's like a thing where you have to pay attention to. It's not just the title and thumbnail.
Yeah.
It's are people actually watching the video? And at the end of the day, dude, I've specifically made videos where I fucking timeline out. Okay, the first 5 seconds is going to have this. The first 5 seconds to a minute is going to be action packed stuff. The first 2 minutes, we're not even going to show anything other than beats. And like, you can do that all you want. I think it's better to just know, like, see what people are dipping away from on your videos. See what parts they're skipping through on the retention, like where it spikes up. Like most likely it's going to be where you're making a beat. When you start doing this, it's going to go down. If you're just rambling on, it's going to go down. So maybe like if you, and at the beginning of the video, if a strategy, this is what Mr. Beast said. He's like, if you're going to put I don't know exactly what he said, but he's like, if you're going to put 1,000 Orbeez in your swimming pool, don't start the video off where you're in the grocery store shopping with your mom. That's not that whole watch time thing is not the wave anymore. It's like, just start the video off by saying, we put 1,000 Orbeez in our swimming pool.
Yeah.
Or something to do with the Orbeez, not every
that's
video.
They clicked.
Not every, yeah. If you don't want to let down your audience. So it's like, you can say max tuning is doing well and I'm doing well. But at the end of the day, if you're not growing, you're dying. So it's like you're always going to appeal to your audience. How do you continue to appeal to a new audience? Like Emma fucking Chamberlain is huge. She's just she built that audience to the vlog shit, and now she's just getting her same audience watching her videos over and over and over. But it's not like she's growing like fucking crazy. Her audience just loves her videos.
Yeah. So
it's like, that's what Mr. Beast has really nailed, is like the growth hack of like the continuing to grow.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's just making entertaining videos and like killing your darlings, like skipping. I started filming for 2 days and turning it into one video that was half the amount of time.
Yeah.
So I 4x'd my video retention because I just started getting right into it. And if you wait too long to make beats, as much as my fans love me, only my core fans are going to love me making coffee.
Yeah.
The other people are only going to watch the coffee if you hit them enough at the start of the video. If you give them enough of good shit, then maybe they'll be interested in the coffee. And it's a case by case thing, but when you're dealing with tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of people, you have to like really just like give it the best.
That was something it was a conscious decision on my part when I started adding like more of the beat that I made in the video at the end of the video. Like I did that because I was like, yeah, people are going to click out because they, not everybody wants to listen to the entire beat. But when I die, that song might not be anywhere but on that video. Yeah. And I know that people are going to want to listen to it. So that's why I started doing that. And it was like whether people stay till the end or not, I'm not really worried about that. I just know that when I die, if people are watching my videos, they're going to want to listen to the beat.
Right. And it's a tricky thing because it's like me and my editor go back and forth with this. It's like, okay, well, people skip forward this part. So do we just cut that? That was such a good part, though. It's just that some people skip through it.
Yeah.
Because like if you skip through all that shit, people don't even really get to know you. People don't. It's like, okay, I'm just making beats and cracking jokes, and it's just fucking all the most energetic, entertaining parts. They don't really even get to see some funny other little nonchalant thing that happened, or some in between thing that happened, or the fact that I drink coffee. Like I could drop a coffee. This is like a huge thing that like seems impossible right now, but if I ever get to the point where I'm just like dropping a coffee fucking brand or something like that,
Kyle Beans.
Yeah, like Kyle Beans. Wow, there's the name. Let's clip it. Let's clip that. Like that can only happen because I'm giving more of myself out there.
Yeah.
And there's also just so many X factors in YouTube where it's like some people are just fucking entertaining. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, I feel like I'm not that person.
No, but it's a tough thing to like try and balance because like there's probably parts of your video that I really enjoy that other people skip through. Right. So are you gonna edit for my taste or other people? Like whose taste are you editing?
So whenever this has happened to you too, I think, and probably a lot of YouTubers, whenever I make a meaningful ass video that I really love this video, but it's not typical. It's a little bit different. Usually someone like you or someone will hit me up and be, dude, that was the best video I ever watched of your videos.
Yeah.
And it way underperforms, but that Russ video I posted, Russ FaceTime me. I mean, maybe it catches a little fucking upswing, but I did that just to promote this podcast. And like, I knew it wasn't gonna, not everyone knows who Russ is, even though it's huge. And like, it's not this viral, it's not a video that can go viral like that and continue to get views. It's kind of just like a great video, but like all my fans just became that much more, obsessed with my fucking videos.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, this is a new era of the Kyle Beats podcast featuring Chris Punsalan. And this video, we did a lot of catching up this podcast, but we're going to come fucking cracking every single episode, weekly episodes. And what else? Is that it, dude?
Yeah, I think that's it, man. I think we'll the brand, I know Chris Punsalan is so hard, which I'm very grateful that you say my last name correctly. It's so hard for people to say, like, I get
really?
it. Yeah. So, I mean, I say it every video, but if you don't know who I am and you kind of just see the name, you're like, I don't know how to say that. So I'll just fucking wing it. So maybe we could just call it Kyle Beats Podcast featuring CP or something.
Make sure you follow me at Kyle Beats. And what's your Instagram?
Chris Punsalan on
Chris
everything.
Punsalan. You'll just fucking, if you search it, you'll find it.
Yeah, you'll find it.
I'll be doing more shit like this so you guys can ask questions. Maybe we'll go through the other ones fucking another time. But
sorry, Pedro.
They seem to be all the same themes type of things. I'll go through them right now. I'll go through all the questions. And if there's another good one, I'll bring it for fucking next week's episode.
Cool.
But all right. Fire. Thanks for listening to this podcast. Until next time. Peace.
Peace.